I'd like to share with you today a maths project that we're underway with. My name is Alan Frame and I'm the head teacher at Downland School. There were many reasons why we started the project at the school. The school's in the middle of an army camp and therefore has very high mobility. Children are arriving and leaving all the time. This was brought home to me by one little girl when I hadn't been a head teacher very long there, who said she was going to be doing Florence Nightingale for the third time. Generally in the school, there's good progress while the children are within the school. There can be poor progress throughout the whole key stage, especially where somebody's attended several different schools. This obviously suggests you need a very personalised approach, and also it was really a convergence of different themes that we'd been working on within the school. There's 4 steps that I want to really sort of pick out today. The first being children having an individual device. I think this has been really key to the project. However, it's one of the most difficult things to do. However, there are creative ways to get them. There's some old kit around school, and a lot of children have got their own devices now. We were very lucky. We had some building work going on within the school, and we went down the route of iPads, and every child in year 5 and 6 has an individual iPad. We started with duplication of what we were already doing, but that has now moved to changing practice and changing the structure of the lessons, which I think is very good. The ability to take them home has also had a very powerful effect. The second step was some kind of maths program. We're using IXL, which you can see here, and you can go on the IXL website and see exactly what's contained with it. We started with Khan Academy. My own view is it doesn't really matter. There's several options out there that will work very well. We picked IXL because it had very clear step-by-step knowledge of what the children would be doing, and it was very progressive. It was also very easy to get an overview of the class. From the whole class you can tell how many questions have been answered, how many they've got right, how many they've got wrong, and how long it took them to do it. From there you can delve down deeper. It's also got a smart scoring system which goes down if they get questions wrong. The next aspect was round about the flipped classroom. I say flipped classroom, it was more that at the time of the project I kept coming across articles which were talking about different ways and different ways people were doing this. It was something that was of great interest to me, and what I would say is that I don't think it's a flipped classroom project. I think there's aspects within the project. We start with a simple pre-assessment of the topic to see where the children's current understanding is, and then they start completing the units of work at the relevant level until they get stuck. We're supporting this with learning videos and teaching, and one of the nice things about it is there's no marking. Now, I say no marking, and there's always a but when somebody says no marking, the teachers are spending a lot of time talking about the individuals within the class and planning the work for the next day. The final element is around parents, which I think can have a real impact on achievement. With regard to the project, the parents have been very, very positive about what has gone on. They're able to view the IXL reports at home and can see what the child's completed that day. We've also backed that up with portfolios, which I'll say a little bit more, and I think that's very powerful. Even if a child's not producing very much, it's important the parent knows. We're also backing that up with things like a coffee club and drop-in sessions so that the parents can discuss the portfolios, and this is ongoing for us. I'd like to say a little bit more about the portfolios We're developing a online portfolio for each child where the parent can make comments, the teachers put in work on, which is marked so the parent can see the teacher's marking, see what the targets are, but also the children can put work on and write and say if they've got the target with a picture of what they've been doing. In terms of impact, the project's not been going on for a very long time. However, I think there's some real key things coming out of it. The children are very involved in it. A lot of people that have come in to have a look at it have said how engaged the pupils are. It's encouraging a growth mindset, so rather than thinking that they're a fixed ability, they're seeing that to get better is within their grasp. There's certainly been increased expectation and higher levels of challenge from the children. Some children, lots and lots of questions. Some maths books were full within the month, which used to take the year to fill. And the key thing for me is already we can see a shift of ownership of the learning beginning to show itself. Thank you very much.